Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Haxen. On today's video, I'm super excited just to do a quick little dive into the new prime divide against the form, against kind of one aspect of it. Something that I think has changed pretty dramatically. So if you want to see exactly right out of the box what the divide is better than the form, then go ahead and stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, so first up we are going to draw back the prime form. This is the form 34. Loved this bow. There was a few things that I wish that they changed, that they might have thrown here on the divide. So this one obviously is fully set up, but both of them are set at 80 pounds and a 29-inch draw. So we are going to just focus in on the draw cycle of the two bows and the valley and the back wall. Those kind of three aspects of both bows, which one feels a little bit better, which one is going to perform better, and why I would pick one over the other. So right here is the form. Let's draw this thing back. Okay, sorry, my arrow kind of got stuck there. So very smooth draw. I got my release hooked up. Okay, so let's draw this thing back again one more time. So draw this thing back. Smooth draw, very consistent through the whole entire draw cycle. And then that back wall does, I don't know if you can see that. I mean, I'm probably moving and I'm not pulling like that much weight. Probably almost half an inch difference. That can be a little too much for me to stay consistent through every single shot. So one thing that I did learn about my form is that if your form isn't perfect or close to perfect, it wasn't very forgiving, and it was easy to be inconsistent with a few things. And I think that attributes mostly to the back wall. It was very squishy, very not super consistent. You could be consistent with it. I mean, I was shooting groups 130 yards out. Felt really good, but I felt like I had to really pay attention. I couldn't be negligent about anything. I did add like a baseball bat wrap to the grip to be able to help out a little bit, because I just felt that I needed maybe a little extra assistance with where I was holding that bow, how I was holding it, and being consistent with the draw. This is the new divide. This is divide 33, 33/6. So 6-inch brace, 33-inch axle. And this one is coming in hot. This is at like 82, 83. That one's coming in less than hot. It's like 78. So it is a little bit more of a draw for me. However, let's just draw back and I'll kind of show you the draw. So I don't have this one fully set up yet. Still waiting for my dialed proof. We're doing a purple build, and then my Quattro stabilizers. We're doing purple build. Super dope things coming. So draw this thing back. Okay. You see, it was a little more work for me to get it back. Now that back wall is way more rock solid. I mean, there's obviously it's not a limb stop, so there is like a little flex, but like you have to really tug on it. If I barely pull it the same amount of weight, it's probably a 1/16 of an inch is all. The draw isn't quite as smooth. There's a little bit of a, not a dump into the back wall, but kind of a build up and then smooths out and then falls into the wall. So again, let's draw that back one more time for you guys. So the build up, and then it slows down and then goes into the wall, very smooth. And this thing's shooting good. So obviously I don't have it set up, but I'm really excited to get it set up. I will be taking this on my next hunt. I leave in the next like 3 weeks. So if my stuff doesn't come in time, I'll just take apart my form, throw it all on here, and make do with what I've got. Real quick, guys, just want to break down and show you guys this mod saw. So this is a quick arrow saw with an arrow square on it, with a ball bearing system that you can square off your arrows, cut your arrows. It is extremely quiet. I actually will cut my arrows with my daughter asleep right in the room next door. The walls are thin. She still can't hear it. She doesn't wake up. This thing is rock solid. It's super nice, very sleek design. Again, mod saw, you can actually pick it up on my website, haxenhunt.com. I highly recommend it. I've been running this for the last year, maybe a little over a year, and have really enjoyed it. So let's get back to going over dividing the form. So again, let's draw that back. Rock solid. I mean, so much better, not gonna lie. That was kind of one of my complaints with the form, was just the inconsistencies with the draw cycle, or in that back wall. Draw cycle is something that I really liked because it was so buttery smooth and consistent throughout the entire draw. And then it goes into the back wall. But that back wall is just way too spongy. So good on Prime for fixing that. I think they realized that was probably something that needed to be changed or updated. I'm really excited to get this divide fully built out and get this thing rocking and rolling in the field. I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts with you guys, what my initial thoughts were as far as like right out of the box, the things that I do notice. Number one is just the draw cycle is a little bit different, a little more aggressive with the divide, but when it hits that back wall, it's a back wall. It's not a little slight pillow, I guess. And then the other big thing, I'll quickly touch on, is the peg system here. So there is an integrated pick rail on the front of your riser down there on the bottom that this simply slides on, locks into place. You can rest it on your cam if you want, or you can rest it forward on your stabilizer and it will kind of lean forward like that. Or they do have a third foot that goes in between the limbs and actually screws right into the riser there. So I've got that. It sits very perfect. Cam stays off the ground. If I wanted to lean it forward on my stabilizer, still totally can. But anyway, guys, hopefully that helps decide whether or not a form or a divide should be what you go with. Right off the rip, like if I'm going to pick one of these two, just based off of my experience of shooting the form for the last year and a half, and then going to the divide and realizing how much more rock solid it is, I would upgrade to the divide. You wouldn't think that it's like that much of a difference, but they really did take consideration of a few things that they might have not been the top in, or there's other companies and other bows that have a more solid back wall. Prime brought that to the divide, and not only that, you can choose your draw, your brace height from a 6 to 7, and then you can almost get any height of axle. This is 33, you can get a 31, you can get 32, 35, 37, whatever you really want, just because all they really have to do is change out the size of those carbon posts there. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate the support. If you don't mind, go over to our channel, click subscribe, go support us on our website, haxenhunt.com. Follow us on Instagram, haxenhunt and Peaked Out Adventures. And again, we'll catch you guys on the next one.